everybody, my name is Skills and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Nerd Cave News. If you aren't part of the live community watching this live on my live streams, go ahead and hit subscribe so that you can catch the next time that I go live and hopefully be a part of the live community for Nerd Cave News. If you're not, enjoy the video, give it a like, dislike it if you don't, and let me know what you guys think about all the topics we talk about today in the comment section down below. Let's get started. All right, so insiders are claiming Nintendo Direct will also reveal the Breath of the Wild sequel's name. We are excited about this. For anybody who is a fan of the Legend of Zelda series, it is a awesome game. Breath of the Wild was easily my favorite of all of the Legend of Zelda games I've ever played, and I've played every single one of them. Breath of the Wild was amazing, and this has been the most anticipated sequel of the entire series, I think. And so being able to have more information on it is something we've been craving, because theoretically it is still coming out at the end of this year. So this is big news, having the name for the sequel, having maybe a little bit more information. Obviously most directs are pretty information packed, so obviously be ready for me to make a video about that on the channel when it comes out. That's another reason to go and subscribe, but I'm super excited for this as a fan of the series, and I hope you guys are too. This is what will hopefully bring new heights to what the Nintendo Switch can do, and we're seeing that with both Scarlet and Violet and the Pokemon series coming out, and we're seeing that with the new Breath of the Wild game, hopefully setting the standards for the full potential of the Switch, because we saw that with the release title of Breath of the Wild, and hoping that it will continue to increase the quality, the game design, and just be another banger of a video game. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too. Moving on. This one's gonna be a good friggin' topic. You guys ready? Here we go. No GPUs for you. The US blocks sales of AI chips to China and Russia. The government aims to keep advanced technology out of the wrong hands. In the Securities and Exchange Commission's filing last Friday, NVIDIA reported that the US government officials have ordered restrictions on sales of its top AI chips to China and Russia. The new restrictions in the form of the licensing agreements, subject to approval by the US government, include the powerful A1000 Tensor Core GPU and the upcoming H110, and any chips of equivalent power or systems that incorporate them. The goal is to address the risk that covered products may be used in or diverted to a military end of use or a military end user in China and Russia, according to NVIDIA, which notes that the firm already does not sell products to customers in Russia. This could be a problem, chat. I just want you to know. I think it's hard for me to look at the US government and say this is a good idea, because all this does is raise the tensions that we already have from all of these countries. Not to mention, we're not the only ones who could manufacture artificial intelligence. There are plenty of companies out there, maybe not as good as NVIDIA or AMD or anybody that would sell them the chips, but they have ways of maintaining and creating those technologies. It's not going to stop people, because when faced with challenges 9 times out of 10, especially with these two countries in particular, they will find a way around it, and they will innovate, and they will probably create something better. So is this going to do a lot? Probably not. All this does is really just raise tensions within the industry and raise tensions with China and Russia that are already so high to begin with. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. We can take a couple questions if you guys have any. But this is, in my opinion, just a negative move all around. This doesn't help anybody except maybe, China and Russia innovate. This one's really cool. I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy this topic, and a lot of people are going to enjoy the information. So here we go. Arcane has become the first streaming series to win an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program. Netflix's League of Legends animated series Arcane has officially become the first streaming series to win an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program. Arcane received the honor during Saturday's Creative Arts Emmy presentation at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, and the team shared a few words to Twitter to commemorate this moment. Honor doesn't even begin to describe how we feel about winning the Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program. Thank you for our incredible team at Riot Games and for, I can't say that word, the Television Academy, and the greatest fans. Yes, you, for making this possible. This is really cool. This is the first actual gaming thing that is doing big things in the industry. And this, yes, it's a huge win for streaming services in general. I don't know that streaming services necessarily needed a win. They're already making hand over fist money. But this is a big win for both streaming, also for video game adaptations of shows. This is the first successful video game show, video game movie that is actually moving units, that is actually making a cultural impact and not being like, not for the wrong reasons, not for being the old fucking Super Mario Brothers movies or like, you know, any of the Mortal Kombat movies. Like, this is an actually good show that a lot of people loved, and finally something won an Emmy. So this is a really good thing for the gaming industry. I think this is a really good thing for filmmaking industry, which I love being a part of. Overall, I think this is really, really cool. I just hope that people can follow in the footsteps of Arcane and continue to make good stuff. They're doing a Percy Jackson animated series, and they just got to make Percy Jackson blonde. They made him brown haired last time. That's just not how it works. Let's keep it moving. All right, and this essentially shows me how bad of an actual like tech YouTuber I am. This is just how it be. Today we're talking about iPhone overtakes Android to claim the majority of the US smartphone market. We knew that already. iPhone actually kind of dominates the US market because they're a US company, because we are their main clientele. All of the Apple stores are pretty much here. There are like only like 3 or 4 worldwide outside of the US. So like iPhone's dominating this market isn't inherently surprising. But let's hit this snippet really quick. For the first time ever, there are more iPhones in the US than any other type of smartphone. Citing data from analytics firm Counterpoint Research, the Financial Times reports that the iPhone overtook the entire Android ecosystem in June to claim 50% of US market share. In doing so, Apple achieves its highest ever share of American smartphone market, and Apple claimed the feat on the back of the iPhone's active installed base, a metric that takes into account all the people who are using an iOS device after purchasing one used. This is essentially saying like we're not seeing it in our sales metric, but we're seeing it in the used market. We're seeing a lot of conversions in places like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, that kind of thing. So there are just more iPhones in people's hands than average right now because people are buying from the used market instead of like buying into the newest smartphone, which I think is smart. I think is pretty fine. I typically am one generation behind with my smartphone, just so I can make sure that it's gotten a lot of security updates, a lot of the bugs are already fixed. It's one of the reasons that I bought the Pixel 5a instead of the Pixel 6, even though they were both out at the same time, because I knew Tensor was going to need time to get out of its tech infancy. So overall, it's not surprising that iPhone took over the US market. Android still has a firm grip on the international market and the world market. So it doesn't really surprise me. And as somebody who uses Android, as somebody who uses a lot of Google services, this is a perfect example of one. It's not something that really makes me sad or anything like that. Like, yes, I've made videos where Apple has gotten really shit talked by me before, but I think Apple is a good overall product. I think their company could use some, you know, and their pricing could use a little. Other than that, I think iPhone taking the majority of the US smartphone market was just inevitable at this point. The ecosystem is just so built to be American. And so does not really surprise me, but it makes me look like an idiot considering I've been shitting on Apple for like the last month. So that's where we're at. I hope you take that with a grain of salt and still think of me as a decent tech YouTuber. I need you here more than Apple needs you to buy an iPhone, apparently. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed any of the topics that we talked about in this video, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I want to have a conversation with you, and if you want to heighten that conversation you want to have, go ahead and check out the community Discord, where we have conversations about technology and all sorts of different gaming news and all sorts of stuff that we would talk about on a Nerd Cave News episode. Check out that Discord. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more, whether it's the live experience, any of my shorts, or the new videos that come out every Tuesday and Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.